Okay, today we are about to make some Cajun fries. So I actually have some russet potatoes that I've already cut up into French fries. I actually cut them up extra long. I need to rinse them off though, but they're about this size. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse them off real quick. So how we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna boil them first and then deep fry them after we boil them. When I boil them, I'm just gonna boil them about 30% of the way so I can deep fry them the rest. Okay, I got my potatoes all boiled up. So when I boil them, I only boil them for about maybe 10 minutes. What that does is get it nice and creamy on the inside, but it gets it, when I deep fry it, it's really crunchy on the outside. So I'm just gonna go ahead and deep fry maybe a handful at a time. You don't want to put too many in there because you don't want to crowd the fryer. And I use just one whole bottle of vegetable oil to fry these. You want nice clean grease. You don't want any used grease. Otherwise, it's going to make it taste like whatever it was you fried in the grease that you had prior. So just make sure you have some nice clean grease. You don't want to crowd your fryer. So maybe put it, and I probably got too many in there already. So just go ahead and take maybe some of those out. So I got maybe about 2 layers in there. I'm going to have you some tongs so you can make sure that the fries are covered up in the grease really nice down there with the oil, not grease. And just go ahead and let those fry until they start to float. Once they start to float, then you can take them out and fry your next batch. So I'm going to let those fry up real quick. Be right back. Alright, just want you to see the consistency of this potato. You can actually wiggle it a little bit where it doesn't even fall apart. So you want it to still be intact, and not where it just falls apart like you're going to mash a potato. So just fry it where it's, so just boil it for about 10 minutes. And then take them all out. And make sure you put them in some cold water so it can stop the boil. We'll stop the cook process. Okay, I got my first batch of Cajun fries done. So I'm just going to put those there. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of Cajun seasoning on them. You see that? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and prepare my next batch. I got very few on here because I didn't put a lot of grease in there. So I didn't put a lot of oil in there. So next batch. Okay, I got my second batch out. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with that one. Now these were some like baked size potatoes, like the size of potatoes that you're going to bake. But this is, if you can see what size of this fry is, they can actually imagine how big the potato was. So it's a pretty big potato. I only used, all these potatoes, I had 3 potatoes, and it's going to make a lot of potatoes. So be careful how many potatoes you actually purchase and cut up, because you'll have a whole bunch of potatoes, and who's going to eat them all? Unless you're making them for a lot of people. Alright, that's the third batch. Go ahead and sprinkle my Cajun seasoning spice on here. Alright, this is the last batch, and I will show you that finished product. Oh my goodness, I'm dropping it. Alright, I am all done. Let me just go ahead and give you a close up on these fries. Hold on, let me turn this light on. Maybe I need to bring the camera to the fries instead. Those are my Cajun fries. They're all done. If you like what you're seeing as far as this recipe, go ahead and please like and subscribe. Thank you and have a good night.